Hello future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another video in statics, particularly on the topic centroid and moment of inertia of areas first. And this is intended for slow learner or in general slow and weak students. So this is part 6. For the triangular area shown, compute the following. Moment of inertia with respect to the x, iy, IGX, IGY, then moment of inertia with respect to axis 1, 1, and moment of inertia with respect to axis 2, 2, and moment of inertia with respect to axis 3, 3. So I will leave moment of inertia with respect to axis 3, 3 so that you viewers, my students, subscribers, and future engineers will also have your contribution, have your part by answering the problem to make sure that you learn from this video. So, first, IX. Now, the triangle is oriented such that the x-axis coincides with its base. There's a direct formula for that. BH cubed over 12 for the triangle. The triangle, which will be removed from the triangle, has its base also coincident with the x-axis. There is also a direct formula for that, bh cubed over 3. So ix equals 6, 9 cubed over 12 for the triangle, then minus 2, 3 cubed over 3 for the rectangle, this rectangle here. So solving for ix, it is equal to 346.5 units to the fourth. Another way is we transfer the centroidal moment of inertia which to this axis here, but I will leave that to you because that's the longer way, and that's also my recommendation, so that you always transfer moment of inertia with respect to any axis, even if there's a ready-made formula for computing moments of inertia like this first solution here, but there will be many formulas to memorize. Unless you derive these formulas, you can easily remember them. But to reduce the number of formulas that you're going to memorize, I suggest you apply transfer moment of inertia. So for part B, it's the same. Moment of inertia with respect to the y-axis. So we have 9 6 cubed over 12, or 6 cubed times 9 over 12 for the triangle. The base or the left edge coincides with the y-axis. Same is true with this rectangle. The moment of inertia is 3 2 cubed over 3. So minus 3 2 cubed over 3. And as I said, you may use transfer formula as an alternate solution. I will not put it here. I will just leave it to you as your exercise. So transfer the centroidal moment of inertia of the triangle to the y-axis, and then minus, uh, you have to transfer the moment of inertia with respect to the centroidal axis of the rectangle with respect to the y-axis. So in this case, this is the direct way because this is the easiest way. So 154 units to the fourth. Letter C, IGX. So we have to locate the centroid first. The area is area of triangle minus area of rectangle. So let us say that's the location. So area of triangle, 1/2 of 6 times 9, then minus 2 times 3 for the rectangle. And that is 27 minus 6. So that means the rectangle has an area 27 square units, while the That's the triangle, while the rectangle has an area of 6 square units. So 21 square units. Then by Varignon's theorem, area 21 times xg equals area 1, area of triangle 27. Then the centroid of the triangle from the y-axis is 2, where 2 is 1/3 of 6. Then minus area of rectangle 6 minus 6 times distance of the centroid of the rectangle from the y-axis, which is its x of rectangle is 1. 1 is half of 2. So xg is equal to 16 over 7 units. Then 21 times yg equals 27. The y of the triangle is 1/3 of 9, which is 3. Then minus 6 area of rectangle. Then the distance of the centroid from the x-axis is 1/2 of 3, or 1.5. So 27 times 3 minus 6 times 1.5, yg is equal to 24 over 7. So let's put it there in level so that we can analyze when we use transfer formula for moment of inertia. So IGX therefore is, we have to transfer the moment of inertia of centroidal moment of inertia of the triangle to that centroidal axis of the entire or the net area, then minus the moment of inertia of this rectangle, quantity moment of inertia with respect to the centroidal x-axis of this rectangle, transfer it there. So remember that the distances are already known. So for the triangle, so IGX for the triangle is equal to 6 9 cube over 36, then plus area, which is 27. The distance of the centroid of the triangle from the x-axis is, remember, 3, and this is 27 over 7. Therefore, the distance of the centroidal x-axis of the triangle and this centroidal axis of the entire area is quantity 24 over 7 minus 3. 3 is 1/3 of 9 quantity square. And that's it. If the distances interchange, it doesn't matter because we're going to square the distance between the parallel axis. So that's for the triangle. For the rectangle, so minus 2 3 cube over 12, then plus area, which is 6, distance is 24 over 7 minus 1.5. Remember, the centroidal x-axis of the rectangle is 1.5 units above the x-axis. So that's why we have to subtract 1.5, then square everything. So IGX is equal to 99.64 units to the fourth. The exact value will be presented later. Or the other way is IX. Remember, IX is equal to IGX by transfer formula plus area of net area of the entire figure, then YG square, because the distance between the x-axis and the centroidal x-axis of this net area is YG, or 24 over 7. So again, IX equals IGX plus area YG square, where area is the net area and it is 21. So IX is 346.5 equals IGX plus 21 times 24 over 7 squared. This is the best solution. So IGX is equal to 99.64 units to the fourth. You check that. Next is IGY. So by transfer formula, IGY equals, we have to transfer centroidal moment of inertia of the triangle, which is 6 cubed times 9 over 36 plus area of triangle, then the distance of the centroid of the between the centroidal y-axis of the triangle and in this centroidal axis of the net area is 16 over 7, which is this, minus 2, where 2 is 1/3 of 6. Remember that quantity square, and we're going to subtract transfer moment of inertia of this rectangle also, minus 3 2 cube over 12. Then area 6, distance is 16 over 7 minus 1, quantity square, where 1 is half of 2. So that's 1. This is the centroidal y-axis of the rectangle. So the distance between the centroidal y-axis of the rectangle and the centroidal y-axis of the net area is 16 over 7 minus 1. Quantity square, computing, it is equal to 44.29 units to the fourth. The other way is using this IY equals IGY plus area xg square. So IY is 154 equals IGY plus 2116 over 7 squared. So IGY equals 44.29 units to the fourth. Now that we have found this, we can easily compute moment of inertia with respect to axis y1. There is a formula, direct formula for this. We derived this in the previous video. It was 9 6 cube over 4. Remember? 9 6 cube over 4. And for the rectangle, we're going to transfer that. You can easily compute the centroidal moment of inertia of the rectangle and the distance between axis 1 1 and this axis here, which is the centroidal y-axis, is 5, where 5 is 6 minus 1. So letter E, I11 equals 310 over 7. This is the best solution. 310 over 7 is equivalent to IGY, which is this value, the exact value of 44.29 is 310 over 7. And since we already know this, we're going to transfer it to axis 1 1 for this net area. So since IGY is 310 over 7, that's 44.29 in decimal form. Then we're going to add area, net area 21, then the distance between this centroidal y-axis and axis 1 1, which is equal to 6 minus 16 over 7, then quantity square. So I11 equals 334 units to the fourth. Another way is, the longer way is, we transfer the centroidal moment of inertia of this triangle to axis 1 1, and the distance is 6 minus 2, so 4 square. Then we subtract the moment of inertia with respect to the centroid also of the rectangle, also transferred to axis 1 1. So or 6 cubed 9 over 4, that's the direct formula for this triangle with respect to axis 1 1. Then we're going to transfer moment of inertia of rectangle. So this formula again was derived and found in the previous videos, also in this part. So minus quantity 3 2 cube over 12, then plus 6 times distance 5 square, where 5, as I said, is 6 because that's 6 minus 1. 1 is half of 2. Distance between centroidal y-axis of the rectangle and axis 1 1. So computing, it will give us the same value of 334 units to the fourth. Then F22, so this is 22. I'll use the direct formula. For the longer way, I leave that to you. So since we already know IGX, then all you have to do is add that by area, which is 21, net area, and the square of this distance the square of this distance is 5 minus 24 over 7, then quantity square. So f I22 equals 1395 over 14, the exact value of IGX. That's 99.64. That's the exact value. Then plus area, net area, which is 21. And the distance, this distance, the square of this distance is 5 minus 24 over 7 square. So I22 is equal to 151.5 units to the fourth. Or, so I present another solution. We have to transfer each figure moment of inertia, centroidal moment of inertia to 2, 2. So for the triangle, it is 9 with respect to the x-axis rather. So it is 6, 9 cubed over 36 plus area of the triangle, which is 27, and the distance between the centroidal x-axis of the triangle and the entire area is 5 minus 3, because 3 is the location of the centroidal x-axis of the triangle. 1/3 of 9 is 3 from the x-axis, so 5 minus 3 quantity square. That's for the triangle. For the rectangle, it's the same as this, so minus quantity 2 times 3 cube rather. Sorry, that's I22. That's I11 rather. So moment of inertia with respect to the centroid of the rectangle, 2 times 3 cube over 12, right? Then plus area, which is 6. The distance is 5 minus 1.5. Then quantity square. 1.5 is half of 3. Take note of that. Take note of that. So I22 is also 151.5 units to the fourth. Then finally, for I33, I want you to solve that into two ways using this approach, similar to this approach. And the other one is transfer its centroidal moment of inertia with respect to x to that section. Transfer the centroidal moment of inertia with respect to x-axis of the triangle to 3, 3, then minus transfer formula for moment of inertia with respect to x-axis of this rectangle transferred to 3, 3, and show that the answer is, so this is your part, equal to 751.5 units to the fourth. So that's it for this video.